I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm a career and leadership coach, the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com and NoBSCoachingAdvice.com. I used to work in recruiting, did it for more than 40 years, filled a boatload of positions during my time doing that kind of work, and now I coach people and organizations around work. I could be a job search, with hiring, with being more effective in the workplace, with managing. And this video is designed to help those of you who are looking for work think of more companies to target, because it shouldn't be about uploading a resume to an applicant tracking system. I know that's easiest, but remember, it's nicknamed the black hole for a reason. You don't get responses, right? And statistically, most hires come as a result of introductions to people who your network knows who you don't. So we've got to get you past the idea of applying to jobs online and exploring different ways. So I thought I would give you some ideas about how to find firms to really target in your search, so that in this way you're not beholden to job boards for the application process. So here's a couple of ideas, and it does start off with job boards because they do provide you with leads, right? These are firms that are actively looking for people. Now, this is not optimal because you're in the pond with thousands of other people who are uploading resumes. You never upload the resume if you can avoid it. You know the firm is hiring, and most of the sites will also tell you when the job was posted, so you can see how far behind the curve you are and thus manage your expectations. In all these cases, job boards and the others that I'm going to mention, the idea is to circle around and find the hiring manager, which LinkedIn can be very helpful for. And of course, it's one of the ways that you can identify firms to target. You read about organizations, you see people who work at these firms who are doing interesting work, you target these firms. And on LinkedIn, you can also find people who might be able to introduce you to others. They can stay out of it, but they can point you in the right direction. So I'm conceding LinkedIn, and I've mentioned job boards so far. Here's another one. Crane's Business, national publication, or it's local, but organizations, it's broken up by cities, but Crane's Business is a national publication or publisher that provides news in many different markets. So you can look at Crane's Business for lists of firms that are best in category according to Crane's that year. They may not be the best firm, but Crane's identified them as such. It's another name on the list, as is Inc. magazine, which tends to focus on mid-sized and smaller organizations. And you can target firms on their lists of best fill in the blank. Best financial firms, best small businesses, best mid-sized businesses, best insurance companies, whatever it is. It's a list to work from, for which you can do some research and do some networking. If you're interested in venture capital or private equity firms, then you can look at their portfolio firms off their website. So, you might find this in a tab that says portfolio firms or our investments or our companies, something along those lines that reflects organizations that they've taken a primary or secondary stake in, where they're very much involved in the hands-on management of the firm. You might also look for the best places to work lists, because Lord knows there are lots of them. I found, or I should say my wife found a town for us to live in, 8-9 years ago from looking for one of these lists. So again, it works. And again, you might look for a best places to work list. There are also industry and regional lists that exist of firms in manufacturing and such, a list of best employers in the Northeast, just to pull two random things out. You can also contact your Chamber of Commerce locally. Now, most people in large cities don't think of the chamber, but if you're in a mid-sized to smaller city, the chambers are fascinating organizations where small businesses locally are trying to find people to hire, and they're also networking for business. Often you can attend a chamber function and meet with people at one of their networking events. And you might just call over to the chamber and see excuse me, I kicked my mouse over. My apologies. You might just call over to the chamber and see which event they might recommend for you to attend. And lastly, for you senior professionals, there's PitchBook. PitchBook is geared for senior professionals. It's a great resource. Take a look at it and start to explore. So that's a few ideas of how to find organizations to target. I hope you found this helpful. If you're interested in more, visit my website, thebiggamehunter.us. There's thousands more posts that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find work more quickly. But it's not personalized for you, which is why I always mention one-on-one coaching. If that works for you, very simply reach out to me through the website, schedule a free discovery call, we'll get acquainted. Have a great day and take care.